let's not waste any time with this unboxing. We've got here in front of us the Roxon Mini Flex Companion. If you're familiar with the Flex Companion, this should look pretty similar to you. This is a mini version that is just released. I believe June 13th is when we'll be posting this video with a quick demo of this brand new product from Roxon. If you notice that the video sounds or looks a little bit different than normal, it's because we are at home. Got back from Blade Show earlier this week, and this box came back in the mail that I had shipped to myself, and couldn't wait to get the content ready so that you can check this out as soon as this tool is available. So the Roxon Mini Companion is going to be a little bit smaller than the standard Companion. I've got one sitting nearby for comparison. The green is going to be the Companion, and the black is the Mini Companion. You see, just quite a bit shorter, quite a bit narrower, and not quite as thick either. Going to be a really great pocket option. I'd compare it similarly to sort of an 84 millimeter Swiss Army knife, not quite the full size 91 or 93, but enough to get some work done. So we do have that locked up right now. That's the first feature I'll go over. When you release this lock, if you're not familiar with the Roxon Flex style components, there is this little lever tab, and if you push it forward, like so, all of those tools will come out as a clump, so you can sort through and find the tool that you need. Once a tool is locked open, and all of these tools do lock in the open position, you can press the tab back slightly, and it's spring-loaded, so it'll pop back, and that will release the locking mechanism. And of course, probably the most unique or well-implemented feature on the Flex and Flex Companions is if you press that lock bar all the way back, it will click into place. It allows that tool to be bent back a little bit further, and then it simply slips off the tool. Now, I probably should be demoing this part with the blade installer, but I forgot it was over here. So with the Flex Companion Mini, you're going to get a couple of extra pieces. One thing I love, good instruction manual, also going to come with the appropriate, is that a T8? Yeah, T8 screwdriver for tuning up your tool as needed. We've got the, I believe this is for changing the blade. Let me see if I can slip the blade in here. Or is this for, maybe this is for the scalpel blades, which take a little bit more finesse to get on because the blade doesn't fit in there. So I was mistaken there. We've also got an extra tool. This is going to be the screwdriver with the ruler on it, flathead screwdriver with the ruler. Can you see that? Lighting's not as great in this location, but that's all right. We will press onward inside the tool. Let's get those shifted out. You're going to have 4 internal tools here. You're going to have a can opener tool / bottle opener. You're going to have a package opener, and you're going to have that one-handed knife blade. I'll show you that in a second. And then a pair of scissors. And people really like these scissors. I think there's maybe been some mixed reviews, but I know a lot of people do quite like those scissors. And that one-handed blade is openable one-handed without opening up the whole clump of tools. Now, the one issue I'm having so far, and I did just unbox this a couple minutes ago, is that quite often that next tool over will clump up with the one-handed blade. I haven't used the one-handed blade on these yet before, so that may be typical, it may not be, but that has been my experience so far. On the back end, we're also going to have a screwdriver. There's a little nail nick right there. You probably can't even see it on camera, but you can get a nail and get that started and pop that open. That is a 4 millimeter bit driver. So this will fit all of your kind of precision style screwdrivers and will work great for those. And it is locking with a bit of a liner lock there. 2 other additions that are not present on the full-size Companion are the toothpick and tweezers. So let's pop those out and take a quick look. So we do have a nice, I don't know if it's nylon or not, but a nice plastic toothpick here. And, of course, on the other side, a tweezer. So I do see this as a good competitor to some of the smaller Victorinox knives, a little bit of a step up from a 58mm Victorinox classic style knife. And it does have the pocket clip, so that is a great advantage for the Flex Mini. However, it's also going to be completely customizable. If we pull open the instruction manual here, I got to find the page, give me just a moment. You're going to see all of the tools that are compatible with this knife. So all of these tools inside this red box, so everything I'm not covering up right now, is compatible. Everything below that box is going to be too long, so your long blades, your long scissors, etc. They're not going to fit in this, but you've got a really nice selection to make this tool your own, and that's the advantage of the Roxon Flex platform. So if you guys are not familiar, I definitely recommend most of the Roxon lineup. They sent a couple of tools in the past. These ones I purchased at Blade Show with my own money, so not a sponsored video, but I wanted to get this out on the launch date, so all those that are looking have a quick demo of this tool. Another thing I should mention is this tool is one of the few one-handed blades in this form factor, in this kind of Swiss Army style form factor, that I don't have trouble opening. I think that comes down to the amount of tension on that blade being reasonable. It's not gonna, I'll shake it here, it's not gonna fall out, but it's not a ton of extra tension. So on a single-sided knife, I tend to have that trouble, Gerber armbar sort of thing. I have had trouble in the past opening it. So if you have trouble with that, these Flex Companions, and I'll use the big one as well, open up absolutely perfectly. And you'll notice that on the full size, I don't have that tool clumping issue. So I don't know if that'll work itself out as this wears in. You can obviously keep kind of a finger next to the blade, but you do want to be, you know, thoughtful about that. I don't know if it's just a little issue in the tension or if it's something that'll wear in time. I could probably play around with the tension on that pivot as well. So that is the Roxon Flex, the Mini Flex Companion rather. And you can see there all of the tools that are included with the exception of that S1 file and, oh, it's got a file on it too. File, let's see, ruler and flathead screwdriver. Hope that helps some of you guys out making this decision as the launch date has come. We've got a lot of Blade Show content coming up, but I wanted to get this one in before we'll do a full comparison in a couple of weeks here with the full-size Companion as well as the with the Roxon Flex, which you may know I am a huge fan of. I think that's everything. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions for future videos, and we will talk to you then.